morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here. Tuesday, June 29th. It is 79 degrees already. It's going up to 95 today. Yay. It's hot and humid, you know, when you walk out the door 5:30 and it hits you in the face, you're like, oh yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a scorcher today, and then tomorrow as well, and then we get a break, and it's gonna be actually nice for the next like week almost. So today I am smoking my Radice Billiard, the natural rind, tapered stem, real flat, thin tapered stem. I love this pipe. It's crazy how different, like my Castello Naturals, the natural version. That briar colors up like crazy. This one is taking a lot longer. Now, with that being said, it was a lighter. Like when you get the ones from Radice, their natural is like really bright. It's like a really light tan, almost like a cream color. Where Castello's is like a deeper brown, and I'm assuming it's because of the quality of the briar that Castello uses and the age of the briar. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But my Castello that I have, the two of them actually, I have the little military mount billiard, and I have the straight billiard, or the slightly bent billiard. But they both are coloring up super quick, and I've had this pipe a little longer. I probably smoked the Castellos a little more, obviously, but yeah, just some food for thought. But anyway, today is the I guess it's the third and final installment of my Burley, straight Burley flakes. This is the Solani, I believe it's 656 Burley flake. And I have to say, personally, especially right off the bat, I like this one the best. Nothing against the other few, but this is just, to me, it's more well-rounded. It's got a better flavor to it. It's not as like overtly like just straight peanut butter nutty as the Wessex, and it's definitely smoother than the HH Burley flake. Kind of sweeter. Which I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I mean, same thing with like the Solani 633, my favorite Virginia Perique. That's a very sweet vapor. It's not like a spicy, you know, you get real sweet Virginias, and then you get the Perique, which is also sweet. This is, I believe there's 3 different types. There's Brazilian, Kentucky, and some other Burley. So there's 3 types of Burleys in this, and I think there's like a chocolate top, like a casing. But if you go on tobacco reviews, I feel like this one is definitely has a ton of 4 stars. I feel like this one definitely seems to get more love. And I could see why. Like, I could smoke this on a daily basis. The other two are a little too, like, one-dimensional for me. This one is definitely more complex. Definitely a little sweeter. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. God, there's nothing worse than like having to drive to work at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning and have the air conditioning on. Usually never do that unless it's like really hot. Yesterday it was like a scorcher. I got in, and as soon as I got in, I helped the customer. He had this giant piece of metal, or like stone. I think it was like stone. It was weird. In this big Chevy 3500 truck tire, the 10-ply tire, and the thing was so far in there, and then it was like cut off at the top, so you couldn't grab anything. Because every time you would grab it with like a pair of pliers to pull it out of the tire, it would just crumble. So we fought with it for like 10 minutes, and then I ended up having to take the tire off, flip it in, and then hammer that thing out from the inside out, and then remount and balance the tire, and then plug it, and then put the spare on, or put that tire back on, take the spare off, put the spare back underneath this truck. So 10 minutes into work, I was sweating my ass off. Like, oh, great. And then later on in the day, we did a drive shaft for my accountant, and I had to stay up in the car, up in the air, and put it in like neutral and park so we can loosen the bolts in the drive shaft. You put it in neutral, you spin the drive shaft, you put it in park so you can have the leverage and keep it still to crack the bolts loose, and you got to do that on both the front and the rear bolts in the drive shaft. So I basically just had to stay up there, and it was hot as hell up, 8 feet up in the shop in a car with no airflow. I was dying. But it was, what you gotta do to get the jobs done. This is really good. And now I know why. So all those Burleys I don't really smoke that often. And this is the one that I had the least amount in the jar. I only bought a tin of each, and they're a few years old. Both, I think all the blends are from 19, early 19, like January 19. I think I bought all 3 of them. And when I dug the Solani out, there was maybe like 4 or 5 flakes left, whereas the other ones had, a decent amount, probably 3/4 of a tin, maybe a little more. And now I know why, because back then apparently I enjoyed it the most out of all 3. So those are the 3 ones I have: the Pure Virginia HH Pure, or HH Burley Flake, the Solani Burley Slice, and the Solani aged Burley Flake. Those are the 656, I believe it is. Those are the 3 that I have, and those are the big 3 that I know of. I mean, I don't know if there's any more since then. Those were the 3 that I got when I ordered. I know Cobblestone I don't know if they came out with like a Burley Flake. I know they've had some Burley and Kentucky blends, which I haven't even gotten into them because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge Kentucky or Burley guy. So I've heard good things about them, or seen good things about them online on Facebook and stuff, but I haven't tried them myself because not that big of a Virginia or Burley and Kentucky guy. But anywho, so yeah, if you haven't tried Burleys and you want to, I would recommend this over the other ones. The the aged Burley Flake from Solani's definitely my favorite out of those, the big three, I call them. And if you do like Burley and you've had some of the other ones, you haven't had this, I strongly recommend this. I forget who I was talking to who had commented on my, I think it was yesterday, and he was like, yeah, it was like Solani's my favorite, or Solani's the one that I sell her the most. So I'd save the best for last. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the blends of tobaccos they have or what, but like it's definitely more complex. Like I said, it's not just like nutty. There's some sweetness that comes and goes. It's not like as like heavily like the, which one is it? I think the Wessex is like straight nuts. It's like, that's the one I get the most like nutty flavor with. And then the pure Burley Flake, HH Burley Flake, you get, that's pretty nutty too, but not like crazy. But this is definitely the most well-rounded. But anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe in this heat wave that we got going on in the northwest and the northeast. I don't know, I'm sure it's hot other places too, but those are the two that I know about because it's all over the news about the northwest, and I live in the northeast, so. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. Remember, the left lane is for passing. See you guys in the next one.